Hello friends, this is Parminder recording from Shamanic Soul Center, and I hope you're having a beautiful day. Today I want to share a personal experience with you that greatly impacted me. It happened when I was 14, a freshman in high school, and I had a conversation with my dad about what I wanted to do after high school and college, or what my ambitions were. And I remember telling him that I wanted to be a doctor. And he looked at me and with all earnestness, he said, "No, you don't want to be a doctor. That's too hard. You can't do that. Be a nurse. Instead, that'll be easier." And I just remember at that moment, just my stomach sort of like clenching and my heart sort of falling and just feeling so crushed. Because I had wanted to be a doctor since I was a little girl. I grew up in a little village in India, and anytime we got sick, there wasn't any medical care, and you had to go a great distance to see a doctor. So it had been a dream of mine since I was little, and in that moment, I just thought to myself, "Oh my gosh, my dad doesn't believe in me. He doesn't feel like I can do this. He doesn't think I'm smart enough or, strong enough or whatever." And I remember feeling crushed. Now, today, I know that my dad loves me and that he feels I'm smart and strong and all those wonderful things. And I think at the time he was thinking about maybe things that had been disappointments for him and was trying to protect his little girl, and wanting her to do something that wouldn't be so hard. Maybe he knew about the medical system and the tough lives that some physicians have. I don't know. I know today that he loves me dearly and that he wouldn't have meant anything bad by it. But at the time, I just remember feeling crushed and, feeling just that maybe I couldn't do it. Now, I had another role model growing up, my grandfather, my dad's dad, who at a very young age taught me that I could do anything I wanted and I could just, like, I was the bomb. And he didn't do this in words, it was how he treated me and, what sort of activities he gave me access to and what places he took me and just, our relationship and what he conveyed. In that relationship. So, because I had that early role modeling and because I have a little bit of a fighter spirit in me, when somebody tells me I can't do something, I want to do it. I did go on I went to a very good university and I was pre-med for a long time, and I decided I was going to pursue it. But along the way, I went and interviewed doctors and interned in hospitals and realized, no, this isn't a system I want to be a part of. So I decided for myself that I didn't want to pursue medicine. I now get to do beautiful healing work in a lovely setting, and it's exactly what I love and beyond my wildest dreams of, what would be possible. But just that kind of limited, belief and thinking that my dad shared with me was there subconsciously. I went to a good school, but I was afraid while I was pre-med, I could major in anything else. And a part of me wanted to major in a specific field in the humanities. And it was a major you had to apply to get into. And it was very select, they only took a few people. And I remember going to the meeting and feeling like, oh, I can't do this, English is my second language, and I'm not going to apply. So that sort of limiting belief, whether we get it from a loved one or whether we get it from society, really can have a huge impact on our lives. I don't know if you've ever had somebody tell you you couldn't do something you wanted, or if you just sort of, from society sort of get that message that only the very talented select few can have the lives of their dreams and, the rest of us have to sort of settle. But these are all limiting beliefs. Whatever shape or way they come to us, they're not healthy because they prevent us from really reaching and stretching and going after what our hearts long for. So if there's an area of your life where you feel like there's the possibility of limiting beliefs sabotaging you and holding you back, whether that's in the area of relationships or career or body health and well-being, any area, if you have, any limiting beliefs or negative mindsets that may have, kind of gotten into your head when you were young or, throughout life, I would love to invite you to join me for a free webinar. It's going to be on Monday, December 4th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And what we're going to do is focus on overcoming limiting beliefs. Now, for me, especially the last several years that I've been on the shamanic path, I have learned so much in terms of moving towards the fulfillment of my power and potential and using simple, really powerful techniques to release things that don't serve me and replace them with healthier energies and beliefs and mindsets and so on and so forth. So in the webinar, it'll be an hour, but I'll leave a little extra time at the end in case there are more questions. What we'll do is, one, really connect to what our hearts and spirits long for. Two, we'll use a guided visualization to become aware of the limiting beliefs or mindsets that might be holding us back. Three, I will share a few practices, shamanic tools and wisdom that will help you to heal those limiting beliefs and replace them with more inspiring and empowering mindsets. So if this sounds like something that would be of benefit to you, please click on the link and join me for the webinar on Monday. I hope you have a beautiful day and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Take care.